friends, welcome back to my channel. So what is that saying that the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? It's also kind of how I live my life on a day-to-day basis. I am so good at creating planning systems and setting goals, visualizing what my dream life looks like, creating systems around how to attain those goals. But when it comes down to actually implementing those systems or creating those habits that will help me reach those goals, that is where I fail every single time. And something has to change. So what I did is I went and I asked ChatGPT to create me a 60-day challenge. Here's the thing, I don't like to call ChatGPT that. It feels very weird to me because when you put in prompts and then you get replies back, they sound so human. And I don't want to feel like I'm having conversations or asking for help from a computer, which I know I am. So I have named my ChatGPT Kevin. In fact, you can go into the settings and you can put in things to personalize your ChatGPT. And I have put in there, your name is Kevin, please don't correct me when I call you Kevin. So I start every single prompt with, hi Kevin, I need your help. I know it's crazy, but it just makes me feel a little better. Or maybe that's more terrifying, I'm not really sure. Anyways, I went and asked Kevin to create me a 60-day challenge to help me not reach my goals by the end of the 60 days, but start with those building blocks that I need to hit those goals. And I wanted to share that challenge with you today because it actually starts right now. Not only did I go through and get it all set up, but I printed it all out because I want to be able to just stick this in my planner, pull it out, reference it, not have to go find a tab on my computer or on my iPad. And also it would make it easier to film this video. I'm not gonna go through line by line or point by point every single thing in this plan because we would be here for 2 hours. So a couple of things before we get started. Why 60 days versus 90 days? I went with 60 days because if you don't know, the job that I have goes on a summer leave, typically from June through July, anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. And I wanted this challenge to be finished before I go on summer leave because then my summer is gonna look totally different. But when I come back after summer, I'll be able to then revert back because a lot of these things will become so second nature to me. So the other thing to note is how I went about setting the goals. So I started by looking over the 25 goals and habits that I want for 2025. And again, I'm not trying to fully accomplish any of these goals, but I wanted that to be the primary focus of this challenge. And then from there, I set out 6 goals for myself that I want to hit all 6 of these things by the end of the 60-day challenge, and that's what I put into my prompt. 5 goals that I want to hit by the end of the year that I'm starting to focus on during this challenge are get my novel, The Trophy Wife Query ready. I want to read 40 books. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to post 100 YouTube videos and 25 podcast episodes. And I want to create at least 4 streams of income. For the 5 habits I'm focusing on during this challenge, I want to journal consistently. I want to use my planners, Notion, and trackers consistently. I want to create and maintain a budget. I want to work out 5 days a week with a combination of home workouts and gym workouts. And I want to do consistent meal planning, prep, and tracking. Those again are the focus, and then the 6 goals that I set that I want to accomplish by the end of the challenge are, so for my book, I want to complete a read through, write a detailed outline, and edit the first 4 chapters. I also want to read 4 books. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to consistently complete my ideal morning and night routines because again, I have a list of things that I want to do every single morning and every single night, and that's what my ideal morning and night routine would look like to help me to, again, live my best life. And then I want to add 1 new revenue stream, which I do have something in the works. It's just a secret project and you will hear more about it soon. And then I want to set up systems and routines to allow me to reach the rest of my goals and habits. So I'm not going to read you my prompt, but I just want to show you to make this like not just some overarching or very generic, or to help me create a very detailed challenge with actionable steps. I was very detailed in my prompt. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I just wanted to show you how long this prompt is. So this is everything that I put into ChatGPT, so that way I could be very detailed and give as much information to Kevin as I needed, so I could get a completely personalized challenge to me. I will say I had to do this 3 times. Each time I gave it a little bit more information, but when I put in this prompt, that's when I finally got the challenge that works the absolute best for me. There was a few little tweaks that I wanted to make, so I went in and made those changes and then printed it out. And let's get into the challenge. So the way that I think that this works really well is that it's breaking it down into different phases, and each phase builds on top of the one that came before it. So I am gonna go through everything in phase 1, and then I'll just kind of give you an overview of phases 2, 3, and 4. So phase 1 is laying the foundation. These are days 1 through 15. Start incorporating small habits while focusing on planning, tracking, and setting up systems. Daily priorities. In the morning, do at least 6 out of the 10 tasks in your ideal morning routine. 2, use your daily planner every morning. 3, pull a tarot card and reflect for a minute. That's something that I put in there, that I want to be pulling a daily card from my Moonology Oracle cards. Weekly and monthly planning on Sundays. That's something I used to do every Sunday, is actually set up my planner for the week, and I haven't done that in so long. For the evening, very similar to what I did in the morning, 6 out of 10 tasks in my night routine, a 5-minute journal entry, and my 5-year journal. If you're not familiar with the 5-year journal, it's really cool. It's a book that every page you can see 5 years worth, and you just put a couple of lines for that day. So every year when you're going through the 15th of March of 2025, then when I do that on the 15th of March in 2026, I'll be able to see where I was this year. So it's really cool. And then prep for tomorrow. This is something that's already on my night routine, but it put it on here a second time because it is so important. So set up clothes for myself, set up clothes for the boys, check their backpacks, set up the washer, because one of the things on my morning routine is that I want to, instead of having one day of the week where I'm just doing a shit ton of laundry, I want to do laundry 1 load every day so I can set up the washer at night and then pull it in the morning. And then here's where it breaks down those different categories within the challenge and what I should be working on in the first 15 days. So for my progress on my book, complete a full read through of the first draft and take big picture notes of theme, pacing, and character arcs. For my reading goal, I want to finish book number 1, because I actually have a book that I've been reading since November. It's actually it was supposed to be a beta read for a friend. I was supposed to finish this book in November. She doesn't need my beta read. She's way on the publishing track and going through multiple edits since then. I just really need to know how this book ends, because it is so good. And it's one of those things, I am so behind on reading, because if the environment is not absolutely perfect, I feel like I can't do it. It's so stupid. So I'm really behind, and it's a very good book, and I really just want to freaking finish the damn book because it is so good and I need to know what happens. And I'm about halfway through. So reading goal is finish that book 1 and then read all of book 2. Now book 2 is a graphic novel. I'm going to read the Heartstopper graphic novel. So I'm excited for that. And then for health and fitness, work out 3 days per week with at least 1 day at the gym. Create a meal plan and meal prep at least 3 days worth of meals. Tomorrow when I sit down to do my planner, I can do some planning for my meals for both me and the kids for the rest of the week, and then meal prep where I can with, again, at least 3 days of lunches, 3 days of dinners that I can just heat up in the microwave. Set up my meal tracker and notate starting weight and measurements. So I use an app called Lose It on my phone and iPad, and so I can just quickly put in what I'm eating throughout that day. And then I also have in my Notion, I have a whole section under the weight loss where I can put in all of, like, this is my starting weight, these are my measurements, and I just update it at the beginning and end of every month. And then for content and income streams, I want to post 5 YouTube videos and do 3 live streams. So where it's coming up with these numbers though is because I actually already sat down and did my entire content calendar. So it's giving me the numbers based on what I've already put in my content calendar or the days that I've mapped things out. So I want a YouTube video every Tuesday and every Friday and a live stream on Saturdays. Finish and then announce my secret projects. And that's all I can say about that. Post once a week on Instagram, because I have been saying for so long that I want to grow my Instagram and I want to post more consistently, but then I just don't do it. And I think part of the issue is that all the advice is like, post daily, post 3 times a week. And to go from not posting in months to posting 3, 4, or 5 times a week is it's just not realistic. And that's where I fail every single time. So I just want to post once a week on Instagram, and then I will gradually move up. So that is it for phase 1, which is laying the foundation. And then for phase 2 is building momentum. What I'm gonna be doing throughout the process of going through the 60-day challenge, I'm gonna be vlogging almost every day, or as often as I can going through this, whether I'm vlogging in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, just like little check-ins on how things are going. Then I'm gonna compile it all together and do a vlog. Once I've completed the first 15 days and I'm moving on to phase 2, I'll go over in detail what phase 2 is gonna look like. But again, just to give you an overview, phase 2 is building momentum. That's days 16 through 30. I'm just gonna give one example. So for my morning and night routines, whereas in phase 1, I was trying to complete 6 out of the 10, in phase 2, I'm trying to complete 8 out of the 10 tasks on my ideal morning and night routine. I'm going on to the next step now that I have read through and made notes of what I need to do in my novel. I can then go through and create a detailed outline. So it's going through step by step, just like I did in phase 1. It's going through and building on top of that. Then phase 3 is full integration, is days 31 through 45. So by the end of day 45, I'm doing my entire ideal morning, my entire ideal night routine. Everything is set up exactly how I want it to be. And that way going into phase 4 is leveling up and reflection. So it's just, we built the plan, now I just need to maintain all of it. And then at the end, there's just a final celebration and next steps. So that is it. That is the 60-day challenge that me and Kevin, aka ChatGPT, created to help me to build my dream life. I'm excited. I think that this is a really great way because again, there's steps, there's timelines. It's not just a goal without a deadline. Everything is laid out exactly what I need to do and when I need to do it. So I hope that you enjoy going on this journey with me. And if there's any changes that you want to implement in your life, definitely go and create your own challenge and let me know how it's going. We can do this together. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please do. Also, let me know in the comments how the video looks and sounds because I have a new camera and for the first time ever, I have a microphone as well. So I'm hoping that it looks and sounds good. The only thing is editing is gonna be a wild ride today because something spilled all over my MacBook and it is currently turned off. I don't know if it's working. It may need to be sent in for repairs. So I'm going to edit on my iPad for the first time in years and I'm gonna use CapCut for the first time ever to edit this video. So I don't know how well I'll be able to adjust or fix any sound issues. So hopefully this video looks and sounds good. I hope that you do this challenge with me. I hope you enjoy going on this journey with me. So with that, friends, you know what to do. Go write some words and read a book, and I will see you guys very, very soon. And actually, hopefully my computer works because I was planning on doing a live stream tomorrow, so fingers crossed that I will see you tomorrow. Bye.